Oh, and he gets it all wrong. Penalty flag's going to come in. We'll mark this one out beyond the 40-yard line.
Here we go, set.
It's the tight end Kraft in motion. And a strong start on the ground. He'll get 7 on the game's first play. Now it looks like we have an injured Packer player on the field. From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 3.
38. Down. Cut.
Once again, it's Jacobs. And nothing doing there. Only back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be an early 3rd down coming up.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
560.
Back to throw is Love. And he's going to have the 1st down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get it to the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball, modest gain.
Break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
Ready. Cut.
Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And he'll be out of bounds. It's a nice gain, though, on 1st down. A pickup of 7. From the 38 now, here's 2nd and a couple.
Set, cut. 33. Ready?
He'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he's got it. 1st down. A pickup of 4.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short, play action pass. You can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the 1st down.
Set, ready. 52 blue, 6, mega. Ready.
On 1st down, it's Love. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
A 2nd down throw for Love. Pass caught. It's holding. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
45, right. Hey,
in motion, it's Golden.
Black Ultra. Set, go.
From the gun, on 3rd down, it's Love. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. They've got it. It'll be 1st and goal after a pickup of 21.
Big-time conversion here on 3rd down to extend this drive. This opening script, Mike, has been flawless up until this point. It feels like they've got to come away with 6. It feels like a 3-point settle would be a letdown, and they have to find a way to finish this drive in the end zone.
6 real green. Needle blue. Set, come.
Here's Jacob. And that's the way you want to run it on first down. A gain of 7.
A gain of 7 brings up second and goal.
Second and goal.
Quick, yellow.
They'll try to sneak it here. Looking to squeeze into a crease somewhere. Did not break the play. They're going to mark them short.
Smith red. Check pink.
It's the quarterback with the sneak. And he will drive his way into the end zone. Jordan Love. Touchdown, Green Bay. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
Green Bay.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. On the return is Dante Thornton. Get across the 20, mark them at the 22-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Now Jones on the bootleg. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. Rashawn Gary getting in there to bring him down. His first sack of the season. Work to do now as they come up on second and long. The Browns going to use the first of their timeouts here. And they'll get together prior to the second down play. From the gun, it's Jones. First throw of the game is going to be intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Micah Parsons.
This is an area of the offense, Mike, that's going to have to find its rhythm now as this game unfolds. They talked all week, come out early, get some completions, settle down this quarterback. Well, in return, he throws an early pick. It's too early to go away from the game plan. There's a lot of game left, but this passing game is going to have to get on track throughout the rest of this game.
And love to throw on first and 10. That one reeled in by Golden. He'll be taken down, but just like that, they are in business. It's first and goal.
Sudden change. So you find yourself defensively a little bit on your heels. Your offense just turned the ball over, and now you've got to go out and make a stand. Well, so far this offense has moved the ball pretty quickly, but can they dig in and at least force a field goal?
And he's going to be stopped just short of the goal line. Couldn't reach that ball across, setting up second and goal. Jacob. And he is not going to get to the goal line. In fact, he's even going to lose yards on that play. And now it is third and goal.
Here we go. Here we go. Yellow.
From the gun, it's Love. It is brought in the end zone. Jaden Reed. Touchdown, Packers. That his first touchdown of the new year. So the turnover turns into a quick touchdown, and Greg, that's exactly how you want your offense to take care of business.
Anytime your defense can create those sudden change situations, Mike, absolutely, you have to take advantage of it. 1 second, you're sitting on the bench going over your next drive. All of a sudden, after that turnover, you've got to be able to get out on the field and go. Take advantage of the short field, and results in a nice touchdown.
Kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. On the return is Thornton. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
And he's going to get this to the 37-yard line. It's a nice start to the drive. A gain of 10 and a quick first down.
The ability to be effective on first down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a third down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
Let's go. No. Ready.
And on first down, it's back to Judkins. This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap, not this one. They stop him for no gain.
At the 37-yard line.
We are through one. 14-0 is our score. And we're back to Cleveland in a minute. Start of the second. Browns in control of the football. They've got it with a second down and 10. Down inside the 45. 18 yards on the pickup there. First down, Cleveland.
First down. First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Right back to Judy. He's got it again. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. So they come.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
18 Cardinal. Let's go.
He'll run. This is Jerome Ford. A modest gain. Maybe 2 yards. It's second down.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional, you become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
Working from the gun, it's Jones. He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. And the Packers have recovered the football.
Mike, we hear that term run after catch so often, and sometimes people miss that.
And remember now, all turnovers have to be verified by a replay, so they might be taking a look at this one. So that one overturned. They say the runner was down, and that will not be a fumble. On first and 10, here's Jones. This one's batted away. It's incomplete. Good hands there in the end zone, and that'll bring up second down.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down.
And he'll take it on in. Cedric Tillman, touchdown Browns. That his second TD catch of the season.
And this is what good offenses in the NFL do, Mike. It's the ability to bounce back. Even if the onset of the game doesn't go exactly according to plan, everybody wants to take their opening possession and go down there and come away with a touchdown. But it's not always going to be perfect. You turn it over on possession 1. What are you going to do in response on possession 2? Well, we just got our answer, and they took it down for 6.
The Browns will line up for the two-point conversion.
Again, they'll throw with Jones. That is caught. And they get the two-point conversion.
Everything's about matchups, especially down here this close to the goal line. I think my guy's better than your guy. I'm going to put him in a position to have success, throw it up to him, let him do the rest.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line.
29-yard line.
The career is my stake when you in your prime. That paper, baby, my face on the ground.
Ready, ready.
On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive.
Josh Jacobs to make the touchdown. He's tackled at the 29-yard line. One-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Valuable lesson, man. I had to grow up. That's why I never ask for help. I do it for you.
Here's a 2nd and 9 now from the 29.
Sit down. Set.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. That'll be caught. It's Josh Jacobs. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. That pass play, good for 22. Good for a Green Bay first down.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Ready.
They'll run with Jacobs. And he is fortunate to get past the line of scrimmage. Call it a yard at most. Carson Schlesinger there on the stop. From the 47 now, they'll work with a 2nd and 7.
Let's go. 60. Ready.
Here's Love. And that ball incomplete over the middle. Josh Jacobs was the intended receiver. And it'll be 3rd down.
Let's go now. Yellow. 43. Yellow.
The man
go.
in motion is Watson.
Claws red. Drill green. Blue striker. Ready?
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. He's got a man. That's Watson. That's his first reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at a good time as they get the conversion on 3rd down.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
2 minutes to go here till halftime. We'll have more from Cleveland after this. First and 10.
Come on, striker. 3-3, 50. Green. Green jack. Cut.
Here's Love. He'll swing this one out to Wilson. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line. That's a gain of 11. And they'll move the chains with another first down.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the second quarter. How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings him down for a loss.
Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
Third, they need 8.
Ready. Black. 95. Field. Black.
To throw is Love. Open man is Reed. He's got it. And he's got the first down. A great job looking at engaging where the marker is and getting there to set up first and goal.
Man, they're just running this 2-minute drill to complete perfection. And it's such a point of emphasis of every offense, Mike. These end-of-half scenarios to come away stealing points make a big impact on the outcome of the game. And they're knocking on the door here, first and goal. At the very least, got to come away with some points.
On play action, Love. A throw there on second down, going to be incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out front.
Ready.
Throwing here on third and goal. Moving to his right. Taking off, he'll try to get there.
That's a really good effort on third down, just trying to make something happen. He did well to get what he got, but it's not enough for a first.
Interesting decision. A field goal makes it a 2-score game. They're going to keep the hammer down and go for it on fourth and goal. The Packers go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 13 seconds to play in this opening half. Brandon McManus and the field goal unit come on. This about as short as you can get. McManus's kick is good. And the Packers can tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half.
And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well, you're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
This one taken at the 7. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line.
Here we go.
A first down throw for Fields. Looking deep here for Tillman. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. On the return is Thornton. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there.
25-yard line.
Throwing on first down is Jones. It's a short throw caught by Njoku.
There's two big key pieces the way you want to evaluate quarterbacks in the NFL, Mike, is the first one, how do they operate on third down? But the second one, how do they throw the ball when it's not a clean pocket? And you saw here, the ability to be on time and accurate through contact. That's what separates the good ones from the rest. And that was a big-time throw right there. It takes a certain guy in that slot position to be willing and able to go across the middle of the defense on those in-breaking routes. You can tell this guy, he doesn't care. He is fearless going across the middle, and he's able to secure a nice catch.
Jones now on first down. That's into the hands of Judy on the right side. And they'll have it across midfield, down at the opposing 46-yard line. 16-yard pickup on that one. It's a Browns first down.
10 at the 46-yard line.
Go! Next!
Again, it's Jones. There's a screen set up for Judkins. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
So he gets on the board, first catch of his career. I can promise you he's going to hang on to that ball. Now, it wasn't the flashiest of plays, but just try to get him comfortable and try to settle him into this game.
Ball on the 39. Here's second down and 3. Jones to the air again. Throw, right side, taken by Njoku. That's the second time they connect on this drive. This one good for 13 yards.
And while it ultimately worked out for him this time, Mike, this is not a throw he wants to make a habit of, because that was risky. When he threw it, I thought that ball was being picked. I think he got away with one here, results in a big pickup, and got a fresh set of downs.
And he'll take this one in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Greg, sometimes we're saying too often that was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, yeah, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive, because they've still got some work to do.
The extra point is good. And the Browns will cut it to a 2-point lead.
17. Browns 15.
The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. Now return coming from the 7. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line.
Down. Hut, hut.
They'll start on the ground with Jacobs. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40.
14 yards on the play. That's good for Packers.
Fight, number 7. Check, hut.
On the handoff, this is Jacobs. This time the sledding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
All the qualities that make a good safety are seen on display on this play. Speed, pursuit, and then the intensity and the strength at the point of contact for the tackle to keep this ball carrier to no gain. That is a complete safety play.
On second down, Love. That's to the left side and taken in by Golden. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Pickup of 14 on that one. First down, Packers.
A gain of 14. first down.
Ready?
Now give to Jacobs. He'll run right. Strong running there. He brings this down inside the 25. A gain there of 21. Good for a Green Bay first down.
A gain of 21 yards.
Striker, 3-3, back.
Now Love. This one complete. Right side, it's Watson. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6 at the 19-yard line.
Throwing on second down, Love. That's going to be incomplete. Covered very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force third down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
Blaster, 6. Green Jack. Ready.
From the gun, it's Love. That is incomplete, but there is a flag down. Big call here. It was third down. Brandon McManus and the field goal unit come off. Officially, it's a 36-yard attempt. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Packers will extend their third quarter lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over.
At their own 24-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Throwing now is Jones. Flush to his right. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up second down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
That's caught. It's Jerome Ford. Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short game.
Throwing is Jones on third down. That one too far out in front. It is incomplete. Jerome Ford was the intended receiver there. And it's going to bring up fourth down. So on fourth down, the lefty, Corey Bojorquez to punt for Cleveland. But he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return.
Okay, go Steve. Here we go. Here we go. Hut.
On 1st and 10, here comes Jacobs. He's got room to the 45. And he will be taken down, but not before he gets to the Browns' 30-yard line. A big-time run by Jacobs. 37 yards.
Well, that's how you get a drive started. A big play here in the run game, and you have to imagine this is something we're going to continue to see. Success early in the drive typically results in success later in the drive.
Love to throw it on first down. Here's a screen taken in by Jacobs. Good hustle by the defense. They beat the offensive lineman to the blocks there. No gain on that screen pass.
It's a really good job defensively. The key is you don't want your defensive lineman to overcommit to rushing the passer, and you don't want your linebackers in secondary dropping too deep defending the pass. In this case, all three levels played disciplined, good football with good vision. And that's why they're able to stop him for no gain.
And he will get into the end zone. Tucker Kraft. Touchdown, Green Bay.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. Two guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
Brendan McManus to kick off for Green Bay.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. The return starts from the 5. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
26-yard line.
On first down, Jones. Open man, and that's Tillman. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 30.
Shotgun now for Jones. Quick throw, taken in, and he's going to be brought down up past the 45. Here's 1st and 10.
That's good for a Browns.
Working from the gun, it's Jones. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this 3rd quarter of play. So we are through 3. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and a yard. Again, they'll throw with Jones. That's deep for the back of the end zone. That one's knocked away. In the end zone, incomplete. What a good job locating the football by the defense where it matters most. And it'll bring up 3rd down now.
It's hard to play that ball any better than the way that defender did right there. I mean, to stay patient throughout the entire play and make sure that not only are you in prime position to make it, but that once the ball is there, attack it, knock it down, and save a touchdown.
This one just too far for the receiver out in front of him. That one falls incomplete. Cedric Tillman was the intended target. And it's going to lead to 4th down. They'll run for it. It's Judkins. A big hole. And he will score. Game on. Touchdown, Browns. That's his 2nd touchdown this one. And he's got a half-dozen for the year. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance. But can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
22.
So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a 1-score game as they kick it away. This one taken at the 7. We'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop.
At their own 22-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22.
Ready. Yellow, 22. Set.
They'll run it straight ahead with Jenkins. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. Now it looks like we have an injured Packer player on the field. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 5.
Slide. Let's go. Ready.
Out of the shotgun. It's Love. Got a man downfield. It's Wilson. A great connection there. They're going to bring it down inside the 35-yard line. It's a big play when they needed it the most. 41 yards.
Everyone talks about all the physical qualities to play quarterback in the NFL, Mike, and of course that's a given, but it's really the cerebral approach to the game that separates the best from everybody else, and I think both of those things were on display there, as he did not only a great job of finding the vulnerabilities of the back end, but then once his guy was there, it was that arm talent that put the ball in the exact right spot to allow his guy to make the big play.
And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Tucker Kraft. Touchdown, Green Bay. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the 4th quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the 4th quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
Brendan McManus to kick off for Green
The
Bay.
kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. On the return is Thornton. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Jones now on 1st down. Flush to his right. Now he'll run. And he's going to be out of bounds, but up past the 35. They get 11 and quickly pick up a 1st down. Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for 1st and 10. On the give, it's Judkey. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Talking down on this side like go. If you don't agree, ask the script on this 5 here. You already know.
From the gun, it's Jones. On man left side, it's caught. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. 6 catches for him in the ball game now. And this one's good for a 1st down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Ready.
Back to throw is Jones. That's It's going to be incomplete. Coverage very stout there. That's going to bring up second down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch from contact.
That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up third down.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. That defender's bearing down. You really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are under.
14 on the pickup. First down, Cleveland.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Here's Jones to throw. That one out in front of his big target. They cannot connect, and it falls incomplete.
It's been a bit of a pedestrian game for this quarterback and ultimately this passing game here today, Mike, and I know they all would have loved to connect on that deep throw. I think that stat sheet would have looked a whole lot different, but just a little off in their execution and leads to an incompletion.
On second down, here's Jones. Here's a screen set up for 4. This one going to be sniffed out, blown up in the backfield. It looks like we've got an injured Brown on the field. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. Third and long.
Here we go. Go.
Working out of the gun, it's Fields. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Evan Williams. And the Packers are going to get the ball back on the turnover. They hold on fourth down.
So all game, we've seen him take the approach as just being a game manager. But one thing you have to do if that's the case is you have to protect the ball. You can't turn the ball over, especially if you're struggling to push the ball downfield. He got a little reckless that time, and the defense made him pay.
And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5.
And he has been a handful to deal with throughout this entire contest, Mike. And they came into the game saying, we want to impose our will on the defense. And that's exactly what they've been able to do.
Fight, 60. Here, ready?
Second down throw for Love. The outside, it's brought in by Golden.
Let's go.
Line of scrimmage is the 31 as they line up first and 10.
First down.
Ready?
The ball deflected at least a couple of times. And it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. Tucker's Craft was the intended receiver there. It's second down.
43 rail. 45. Hut.
Back to the air, it's Love. That is hard. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. It's another big play in a game that's had its share. 37 yards.
First down, Green Bay.
Here we go. Trouble. Yellow. 43. 6. Mega. Huge. Yellow. Set.
They'll drop to throw. He's got it at about the 8. And he's into the end zone yet again. Tucker Kraft. Touchdown, Green Bay. A 3-touchdown game for him. That's now 5 on the year.
Let's
The
go.
Packers will set up for the 2-point conversion.
32.
They're going to try to run it in and make it 3 for 3 on 2-point conversions. He's into the end zone for the score.
Brendan McManus
Both teams
kicking off
ready to
for
go
Green
once
Bay.
more as the kick's away. On the return is Thornton. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Ready up.
Jones now on first down. Off road, right side, taken by the Njoku.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
Jones. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down. Devontae Wyatt in there to bring him down. And that's his first sack of the year. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. To throw, it's Jones. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
And he's going to have a Browns first down. Big letdown defensively. They allow him to convert on 4th and long.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
60. Go. 19.
Throwing, Jones. Moving outside the pocket, and he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up 2nd down.
So this is where it gets really challenging as an offense. You find yourself trailing late in the game. The defense can play you one-dimensional. They know it's a pass-first situation, so extra defensive backs, the zones and the coverage are a little bit tighter and cloudier, and he's having a hard time finding any open windows downfield. I know it fell for an incompletion, but pretty impressive. He was able to push that ball really far downfield as he was being hit. Really says a lot about the arm strength that this quarterback has.
Throwing is Jones on 3rd down. Backs to the open man. It's Tillman. That's number 7 so far in this one. And a first down.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
That's a timeout for Green Bay. It'll be their 2nd. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down. Here we go. One final play. He'll let this go deep for the end zone. And the Packers are going to come up with a late turnover, but it will only matter to the stat keeper. This ball game is over. So it's a win here for the visiting Packers. They continue their winning ways in the month of September. They're off to a 3-0 start. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olsen and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. So long, everybody.